Good morning, Dons. Welcome back to CCTV. I'm Stephen Rodding.
And I'm Mary Grace Sumner. We hope you had a great week full of lunchtime activities.
And we hope you had a fantastic weekend last weekend for homecoming weekend. ASB threw on a great dance, and we all had a really good time. If you haven't noticed by now, Club Week was a complete success and continues today. So please go out if you haven't and sign up for some cool clubs and get some good food.
Now we're throwing it off to Top Story.
Hey Dons, this is Ashley Crady. Light groups are a part of our monthly schedule, but what are they for? Hi, I'm with Ms. Brandman, Director of Christian Service. Ms. Brandman, what is the significance of light groups?
Well, I think the significance of light groups, living in God's house together, is a way for us to create more community. We're such a big school, and everybody has their group of friends, but I think especially for freshmen, when you come into such a big school, they've spent freshman orientation together, and knowing that that group is going to be together for 4 years, I think has the potential to really build strong relationships, and that's what our faith is about, learning how to share with one another and love one another.
And do you plan the activities?
Actually, my students do. The campus ministry service students plan all the activities, and they are a great group of seniors. They actually applied to be in the class, and they have a real passion for our students. They really care about all of the students at CCHS, and they work really hard, whether it's something big like planning the activities, or once they've planned it, spending hours cutting out puzzle pieces like they did for our last light group.
And how do these activities help strengthen our faith in the CCHS community?
Well, I think every time we take time out of our busy schedules just to, talk about something important, whether it's our faith or whether it's just time to say what's important to us, or even just have some fun together, I think all of those things build us up. And I've had some students say that, sometimes light group kind of reminds them of what a retreat's like, and you only get to go on a retreat once a year, but light group we get to meet once a month. I would love it if we met more. I think the hardest thing about light group is not everybody really gets to know each other well because we don't meet that often. Hopefully sitting at Mass together will also help. At least we see each other twice a month now.
Thank you. Thanks, Ms. Brandman. I hope you all have a better understanding of light groups. This is Ashley Crady. Have a fabulous weekend, Dons.
Hey Dons, Emily Moynihan here with Junior Isabel Gabaldon, who's hosting a screening of the film Girl Rising. So Isabel, tell us a little bit about this organization and how you got involved.
My mom saw the premiere in New York City, and they asked for teen girls across the country to get involved and bring it to their campuses. So I asked Mia, Francesca, and Devontae in the Highlands, who are also part of our Cathedral Catholic family, to sponsor this.
And tell us a little bit about this film.
It follows girls in third world countries fighting for their education, and it's narrated by celebrities who are also a part of this organization.
And where and when are you showing this film?
Next Thursday, October 10th, from 2:30 to 4:30 here in the lecture hall.
And do students have to buy tickets to go see it?
Tickets are not being sold, but donations are always welcomed.
Well, thanks for being with us, Isabel.
Hey Dons, do any of you have an interest in our nation's capital or an interest in the government or being a government employee? Well, then the Washington, D.C. trip might be the thing for you. Now, both of you have been on the D.C. trip in the past. Can you please tell me what one of your favorite activities was?
When we went to the museum in Arlington and watched the changing of the guards. And when we went to Georgetown, we walked around, we got cupcakes, and just got a feel for the whole town.
Why should students from Cathedral go on this trip?
Students from Cathedral should go on this trip because it's a really good chance to see how everything you're learning in school plays a part in our government and actually in people's lives wherever you go. And so it's a really good experience to go with people from our school and meeting others and seeing how government plays a role.
So, what was your favorite part about the DC trip?
It was basically like meeting people from different states. You know, there was people from, Texas to Rhode Island, and it was really interesting to meet like who they were and even to be roommates with them.
I really liked the workshops we did because we got to learn like different views, because I'm so used to like hearing about Republican that when we got there we heard all like the Democrats' views, and you can hear like different views so you can kind of reflect it in your own life.
Mr. Filippone, you've accompanied classes on the Washington, D.C. trip before. Now, from the perspective of a teacher, what do you think this trip gives students the opportunity to experience?
Well, students get to meet political insiders and look at different views, and they also get to see their government in action.
I personally find this to be very interesting, Dons, and I would love to attend the trip, and I know many of you would as well. If you'd like to find out more, please see Miss Harrington in the CC203. Well, that's it for this week, Dons. I'm Alexander Krikis, and I'll see you all later.
For all you students taking the SAT test tomorrow, we all wish you a very good luck.
I'm taking it tomorrow.
May Grace got a 600 on her last SAT. You get 600 points for writing your name.
My autograph. I'm practicing.
Yeah, oops.
Today's lunch special is a Shirley Temple and curly fries.
Oh, that is getting your spirits up considering that the government has recently shut down. It's the first time in 2 decades. We're going back to the wild, wild west up here in the United States. Steel-toed boots and hop on them horses, ride 'em cowboy.
I've always wanted a horse.
Yeah, so keep your ears peeled and your eyes shut.
I don't think that's how it says.
Government shut down, I can say it however I want. So it off to Matt with some sports.
Good morning, Dons. Welcome back to sports. First off, we got our boys football team who had a tremendous game this past Friday against the now 21 state-ranked Vista Murrieta. Our boys really took it to them this weekend, winning 35-28. All our boys did a great job, but big ups to senior Chris Maliga, Michael Kai, Sam Tapia, and juniors Clayton Dale and Casey Toohill. Now let's throw it off to see what the boys had to say after last week's win against the Vista Murrieta Broncos.
What's up, guys? I'm here with junior Clayton Dale and senior Chris Maliga off a great game against Vista Murrieta. So, Clayton, how did coming into this game after last year's loss, what were you guys expecting for this one?
We just wanted to come out firing. We knew last year was kind of a little mistake for us, especially on that last play, and we felt like we needed to come out here today and prove something to these guys.
Yeah, definitely. And Chris, you were on fire tonight with 4 touchdowns, one of them being a defensive TD. What do you think contributed to those phenomenal plays?
Just the way our line blocked helped contribute. It was all them. I couldn't do it by myself, and just the great fans out here that just help contribute to it too. We had a great spirit, and that's what I love. And it was great to see that out here. And I just want to thank all the alumni that came out, and it was great seeing everybody and seeing old teammates. So that's what contributed to us winning, and we did it.
Hey, that's great, guys. Thanks again, guys.
The boys have a game next week against the Morse Tigers at their home field. So good luck out there, guys. Now on to Taylor Bibbs for a special report on our girls' dance team.
Thanks, Matt. Here with the varsity dance team captains, Jenna Nastrini and Yasmin Richter. So, Jenna, I want to know, how do you guys handle the pressure before dancing before home games?
Well, we practice 2.5 hours 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so we're well prepared before we step onto the field. And unlike other sports where you don't really know the outcome of the game, we know exactly what's going to happen before we go onto the field, so it's not really as nerve-wracking as it should be.
All right, thank you. And now, Yasmin, what's the typical dance team season consist of?
Well, we have tryouts in May, and then we practice all throughout the summer, starting in July, and then we perform at all football games. And this weekend we have a show with OTD, Outreach Through Dance, and Make-A-Wish. So if you're available, try to come out and see us. And we perform at all basketball games, and we have a winter concert and spring concert.
All right, thanks, girls. Back to you, Matt.
Why, thanks, Taylor. Next, we have our boys' water polo team, who just came back from the America's Finest City tournament in Coronado, where they did an exceptional job winning all 6 of their games. This couldn't have been done without the help of seniors Cody Smith and Austin Roan, who both made around 20 goals each in the span of those 6 games. And also a big shout out to senior Jordan Kalina for winning the MVP of that tournament. Finally, we have our boys cross country team who've been having a good season so far. The boys have been doing pretty well at each invitational that they've been attending, and they definitely deserve it because they've constantly been training hard, running mile after mile, almost every day. The boys will be going up to Palos Verdes on the 5th, so let's wish them luck. Now let's sprint on over to Bella to find out more on what the boys have been doing to prep for each invitational.
Hey Dons, I'm here with Johnny Lenahan, Raymond Boffman, and Carson Biragle. So Johnny, what have you guys been preparing this season?
Well, we've been training all summer, and now we're up to 56 miles this week. We've been doing hill workouts and speed workouts, and we're up to 14-mile long runs, so putting in a lot of hard work.
And this hard work's paying off because, Raymond, you got 10th at the Mount Carmel race. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good. I got 25th for sophomores last year, so 10th as a junior is a big improvement for me, and it's nice to know that all those miles I put in during the summer paid off.
And Carson, having been 4 years on varsity, what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm really looking forward to everyone getting back, getting healthy. We're looking forward to the Palos Verdes Invitational tomorrow and the Mount Sac Invitational in a couple weeks. And we really look forward to CIF and getting that championship and hopefully going to state.
Great, now back to Matthew.
Well, that's all for sports. Now back to the stunning Stephen Rodding and majestic Mary Grace Sumner.
Considering the end of the first quarter is next Friday, we thought it would be appropriate to do our student life update on tutoring.
Make sure to get help from your classmates who may be NHS members and your teachers so that you can get your grades up by next Friday.
Now let's head off to Kevin McNeila to see what he has to say about this.
Hey Dons, just wanted to talk to you about the NHS ASAP tutoring program we have. It's a great program we have here at Cathedral. It really helps out those students who are struggling a little bit in classes. And for all you tutors out there, you experience great benefits. It's really nice to see the change that these students go through once you help them. And it's just always nice to help someone. So all you tutors, go tutor a little bit. And any student struggling in a class, it's a great way to get some help.
That's all we have for you this week. Dons, I'm Stephen Rodding.
And I'm Mary Grace Sumner.
We hope all of you had a great week and are going to have a great weekend.
Make sure to support the Dons tonight and go to the football game. Woo! Football! I love football.